Good morning. As you can see, we are at PHL, as I stated in the last one. This is another custom schedule created by Eli Grim, who also this time provided a helpful video just the way he played through it, which was defaulting on 2-7 right and 2-7 left. I've been going back and forth on how I wanted to play it, but I'm going to play it the way he did it. I didn't intently stare at it and criticize every 5 seconds of the video. It was just kind of handy to see the way he routed things, which was how I would expect to do it, stacking them up on this empty taxiway out here and then sending them out as quickly as he possibly could, utilizing 1-7 occasionally, which is a setup I have run many times myself. The main reason I debated which way I was going to do it was because I wasn't sure how I wanted to handle the taxing, because at one point either the arrivals or the departures are going to have to cross a runway. In this case, the arrivals come down here and pull off basically right here at the end of the runway, and then you can just taxi them all the way up the apron. No big deal. Departures, no matter where they are, can then come down the taxiways and either cross over or go up and over at crossing 3-5 up here by 8. And if you're going to use 1-7 for anything up on Foxtrot that's a smaller aircraft, then you can take them up and utilize that as well. Alternatively, if you bring them in on 9 right, you can utilize this shorter taxiway here behind this, but you can get into some issues if you have a departure while the plane's driving behind it. Or you can try to bring them all the way back down here up and over, which I've done a few times, but it just keeps the planes on your tarmac longer before you hand them off to ground or something like that to, not really hand them off to ground, but you hand them off to the apron so they're no longer yours to mess with. However, the departures usually have a shorter path to go because you can bring them down quickly from this terminal here. Now, because there's no American, I'm not sure how many departures are actually going to come out of Terminal A and B, which are these two right here, which are typically heavily American. So I'm really not entirely sure exactly how this is going to go or what's the most convenient way to play it. Likewise, I'm also not entirely sure how I'm going to do it. In the previous video, I kind of tinkered more with using the direction of the tag label for what it was doing, and overall that worked, but then I kind of got confused on what I was doing and wasn't quite consistent with it. And the problem I have with using the tags or the strips is that I can't seem to quickly get the secondary quote-unquote bonus hidden text line, which is line number 2, to highlight and let me type in it correctly without screwing it up. So I don't know how this is going to go. I'm probably just going to do what I do best, which is just wing it and learn from it. So with that said, let me close out of the instructions, which there's not a lot in there. It basically just says that in this schedule there's no American Airlines really, and no GAs, which quote unquote is to not throw me under the bus, which I appreciate, but based on how much I screwed up LAX, I'm expecting to be driven under the bus multiple times. Basically, it's just a fantasy schedule, plausible flight numbers. There may be some white airplanes, yada, yada, yada. Good information. Appreciate the video. Love your intro. I wish I had more time to make something cool. But alas, that pesky work. All right, so we are in it. Let me get Photoshop in the background. Interesting. I really didn't want to debug something. I don't think it's the rec file, which is the airline listing and plane file and livery assignments. Because Eli Grim did provide a custom one of those. I have an older version of it that I've used. I've just never bothered to really mess with it that much. And I'm running the latest version of the mod. I don't think that's an issue. It could be because this schedule was created in October, something like that. But it shouldn't break the mod, it's just a schedule. But that's where I'm thinking maybe the rec file did it. I'm going to go ahead and shut down the recording, see if I can figure out what's going on, and get back to you.
Tower comms online. Philadelphia ground, Jazz 8187 request pushback.
Alright, well that was very easy debugging. Opened the log file to see absolutely nothing wrong after about 30 seconds of scrolling through it. Promptly went, oh, I never updated the time of day. Whoops. And that also reminds me the rec file is also for commands, not necessarily what I had stated, so I was a bit wrong. I apologize, but that was very easy fix. I like those. I like those. I like those. Alright, so. Wow. I don't think the games looked this good before. I don't know if that's all mod or not, but I don't remember seeing shadows look so fancy. Let's toggle camera. Wow. Sun Country. Like how there's no actual tower. That's funny. Well, that's pretty cool. I gotta remember how to get back to the flippin' tower. Well, that could be a problem. Where is the tower? Somewhere over here. Bit higher. Good enough. Yeah, I think this is good enough. Alright, we'll find our way again somehow. Let's pull all this back on. Let's keep the lights on because it's 9 a.m. Why not? Alright, so we've got Jazz ready for takeoff. Because of his position, I'm going to route him up hotel down to the runway. I think it might make more sense if I just use Juliet to hotel for all my departures instead of try to cut some down Kilo, which I have done in the past. That should also make it more simplistic for any that I decide to send up to runway 17 because I can send them up Juliet, or I can utilize Echo and keep them off of the Juliet taxiway. But I would hope I don't have so many planes stacked up that I create that type of an issue. So let's unpause and hopefully not screw this up. There's Jazz.
Philadelphia ground, Air Shuttle 6383 request pushback.
Jazz 8187, pushback approved. Expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved, Jazz 8187.
Air Shuttle 6383, pushback approved. Expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved, Air Shuttle 6383. Philadelphia ground, Blue Streak 5275 request pushback.
Blue Streak 5275, pushback approved. Expect runway 17.
Ground, 17 pushback approved, Blue Streak 5275.
Okay, got these three pushing. First arrival's on its way.
Philadelphia Tower, American 490 tree inbound runway 27 left. Philadelphia ground, Sun Country 284 request pushback.
Sun Country 284, pushback approved. Expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved, Sun Country 284.
American 4903, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left cleared to land, American 490 tree.
Philadelphia ground, SkyWest Tree 447 request pushback. Philadelphia ground, JetBlue 186 request pushback.
SkyWest 3447, pushback approved. Expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved, SkyWest Tree 447.
JetBlue 186, pushback approved. Expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved, JetBlue 186.
Philadelphia ground, American 217 tree heavy request pushback. Philadelphia ground, Jazz 8187 request taxi runway 27 right.
Philadelphia ground, Air Shuttle 6383 request taxi runway 27 right.
American 2173 heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved, American 217 tree heavy.
Jazz 8187, runway 27 right.
Runway 27 right, Jazz 8187.
Philadelphia ground. Alaska 370 request pushback.
Alaska 370, pushback approved. Expect runway 27 right.
Ground. 27 right pushback approved. Alaska 370.
Philadelphia ground, Blue Streak 5275 request taxi runway 17.
Philadelphia ground, Sun Country 284 request taxi runway 27 right.
Philadelphia Tower. Delta 5873 inbound runway 27 left.
Philadelphia ground, Air Wisconsin 4341 request pushback.
Hang on a second.
Philadelphia ground. SkyWest 3447 request taxi runway 27 right.
Philadelphia ground, Lufthansa Cargo 246 heavy request pushback.
Oh my goodness. I can't think, so I'm going the wrong way with my tags already to script what I normally do. And then I forgot how to string some of these commands together, so I'm just going to forget about that. Jazz 8187, cross runway 17.
Crossing runway 17, Jazz 8187.
Philadelphia ground, Piedmont 49er66 request pushback.
Blue Streak 5275, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Blue Streak 5275.
Air Wisconsin 4341, pushback approved. Expect runway 17.
Ground, 17 pushback approved, Air Wisconsin 4341.
Piedmont 49er66, pushback approved. Expect runway 17.
Ground, 17 pushback approved, Piedmont 49er66.
Sun Country 284, continue taxi.
Philadelphia ground. JetBlue 186 request taxi runway 27 right.
Continue taxi, Sun Country 284. Philadelphia ground, Southwest 1883 request pushback.
Sun Country 284, cross runway 17.
Crossing runway 17, Sun Country 284.
Southwest 1883, pushback approved. Expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved, Southwest 1883.
SkyWest 3447, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. SkyWest 3447.
Air Shuttle 6383, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Air Shuttle 6383.
JetBlue 186, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. JetBlue 186.
JetBlue 186, cross runway 17.
Crossing runway 17. JetBlue 186.
Blue Streak 5275, runway 17, line up and wait.
Runway 17 line up and wait, Blue Streak 5275.
Jazz 8187, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff, Jazz 8187.
Delta 5873, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left cleared to land. Delta 5873.
SkyWest 3756, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left cleared to land. SkyWest 3756. Philadelphia Tower. SkyWest 3756 inbound runway 27 left.
Philadelphia ground, Air Wisconsin 4341 request taxi runway 17.
Philadelphia ground, Piedmont 49er66 request taxi runway 17.
Philadelphia ground. Alaska 370 request taxi runway 27 right.
There you are. I gotta figure out who GEC is. Somebody cargo. Lufthansa cargo. Sweet. Lufthansa cargo 246 heavy. Pushback approved. Expect runway 27 left.
Ground, 27 left pushback approved, Lufthansa Cargo 246 heavy.
Air Wisconsin 4341, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Air Wisconsin 4341.
Piedmont 49er66, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Piedmont 49er66.
Sun Country 284, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right, line up and wait, Sun Country 284.
Jazz 5275, runway 17, cleared for takeoff. Jazz, Blue Streak 5275, runway 17, cleared for takeoff.
Runway
Hopefully they didn't
17
screw me
cleared
up
for
in my
takeoff, Blue Streak
arrival.
5275.
Okay,
Philadelphia ground, American 217 tree heavy request taxi runway 27 right.
American 2173 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, American 217 tree heavy.
Alaska 370, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Alaska 370.
Philadelphia ground, Southwest 188 tree request taxi runway 27 right.
Southwest 1883, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Southwest 188 tree.
Southwest 1883, cross runway 17.
Crossing runway 17, Southwest 188 tree.
SkyWest 3447, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, SkyWest 3447.
Jazz 8187, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, Jazz 8187. Philadelphia Tower, Piedmont 4721 inbound runway 27 left.
I guess I was a bit too close. Well, hey, I didn't know. I figured it was worth a
Philadelphia
shot.
ground. Lufthansa Cargo 246 Heavy request taxi runway 27 left.
Piedmont 4721, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left cleared to land, Piedmont 4721. Philadelphia ground,
where is
United
that guy?
5118 request pushback.
I don't see him on the runway. There he is. Okay. Lufthansa Cargo 246 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Lufthansa Cargo 246 Heavy.
Lufthansa 246 Heavy, cross runway 9er right.
Philadelphia ground, American 5561 request pushback.
I'm gonna get a separation here. Air Wisconsin 4341, runway 17, line up and wait.
Runway 17 line up and wait, Air Wisconsin 4341.
Sun Country 248, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff. Sun Country 284, runway 27 right. Sun Country 284, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Unable to comply, Sun Country 284. Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff, Sun Country 284.
Philadelphia ground. Frontier Flight 2086
no.
request pushback.
JetBlue 186, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right, line up and wait, JetBlue 186.
Philadelphia Tower, Chautauqua 45908 inbound runway 27 left.
Chautauqua 45908, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left cleared to land, Chautauqua 45908.
Blue Streak 5275, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. Blue Streak 5275.
American 4903, taxi to apron via Juliet.
Taxi to apron via Juliet, American 490 tree.
JetBlue 186, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff, JetBlue 186.
SkyWest 3447, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right, line up and wait, SkyWest 3447.
Alaska 370, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Alaska 370.
Okay.
Philadelphia ground. Spirit Wings 414 request pushback.
I told you to cross, but you're sitting there waiting. Why? Delta 5873, taxi to apron via Zulu Juliet.
Taxi to apron via Zulu Juliet, Delta 5873.
Sun Country 284, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, Sun Country 284.
Air Wisconsin 4341, runway 17, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 17 cleared for takeoff, Air Wisconsin 4341.
Lufthansa Cargo 246 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Lufthansa Cargo 246 Heavy.
United 5118, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved, United 5118.
American 5561, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved, American 5561.
Frontier Flight 2086, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground. 27 right pushback approved. Frontier Flight 2086.
Philadelphia Tower, American 4176 inbound runway 27 left.
Piedmont 4966, runway 17, line up and wait.
Runway 17 line up and wait. Piedmont 4966.
Spirit Wings 414, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved. Spirit Wings 414.
Brickyard 4475, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Unable pushback. Will advise when ready.
Screw
Brickyard
you.
4475.
Screw ya.
Philadelphia ground. Brickyard 4475 request pushback.
Screw you. Brickyard 4475, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved. Brickyard 4475.
American 2173 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, American 217 Heavy.
SkyWest 3447, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff. SkyWest 3447.
Southwest 1883, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right, line up and wait. Southwest 188
JetBlue 186, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. JetBlue 186.
American 4176, runway 27 right, cleared to land.
Unable to comply, American 4176.
American 4176, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left
issued the
cleared to
right
land.
flipping
American
command.
4176.
Air Wisconsin 4341, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning, Air Wisconsin 4341. Philadelphia ground, United 5118 request taxi runway 27 right.
Philadelphia ground, American 5561 request taxi runway 27 right.
Philadelphia Tower, Southwest 1666 inbound runway 27 left.
Philadelphia ground, Delta 5376 heavy request pushback.
Philadelphia ground. American 632 heavy request pushback.
Philadelphia ground, Frontier Flight 2086 request taxi runway 27 right.
Frontier Flight 2086, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Frontier Flight 2086.
Frontier Flight 2086, cross runway 17.
Crossing runway 17, Frontier Flight 2086.
Southwest 1883, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff. Southwest 1883.
Air Shuttle 6383, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Air Shuttle 6383.
Air Shuttle 370, runway 27 right, line up and wait. Alaska 370, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right, line up and wait. Alaska 370.
Still out there. SkyWest 3756, taxi to apron via Juliet.
Taxi to apron via Juliet, SkyWest 3756.
United 5118, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, United 5118.
United 5118, cross runway 17.
Crossing runway 17, United 5118.
Piedmont 4721, taxi to apron via Zulu Juliet.
Taxi to apron via Zulu Juliet, Piedmont 4721.
Lufthansa Cargo 246, heavy, runway 27 left, line up and wait.
Runway 27 left line up and wait. Lufthansa Cargo 246 heavy.
Piedmont 4966, runway 17, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 17 cleared for takeoff.
That's
Piedmont
going to be a separation
4966.
error. Frontier Flight 2086, hold position.
Holding, Frontier Flight 2086.
That's a bit of a problem. Frontier Flight 2086, continue taxi. Should have just gotten you across
Continue
the
taxi,
flipping runway.
Frontier Flight 2086.
Oh well. SkyWest 3447, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. SkyWest 3447.
Southwest 1666, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left cleared to land. Southwest 1666.
Lufthansa Cargo 246 heavy, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27
hope
left
this
cleared for
works.
takeoff. Lufthansa Cargo 246 heavy.
Okay.
Philadelphia ground, Envoy 3769 request pushback.
Philadelphia Tower, UPS 1188 heavy inbound runway 27 left.
Southwest 1883, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning, Southwest 1883.
Piedmont 4966, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning, Piedmont 4966.
UPS 1188 heavy, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left cleared to land. UPS 1188 heavy.
UPS 118 heavy, take next available exit on left.
Take next available exit on left. UPS 1188 heavy.
Alaska 370, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff. Alaska 370.
American 2173 Heavy, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right, line up and wait. American 217 Heavy.
And those guys are slow. American 632 Heavy, pushback approved, expect at runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved. American 632 Heavy.
SkyWest 3756, hold position.
Holding. SkyWest 3756.
Envoy 3769er, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved. Envoy 3769er.
American 5561, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. American 5561.
Alright, I forgot who you were. Chocletlem, blah blah blah.
Philadelphia
Chautauqua.
Tower. Sun Country 271 inbound runway 27 left.
Chautauqua 459er 8, taxi to apron.
Philadelphia ground. American 2328 request pushback.
Chautauqua 459er 8, taxi to apron via Zulu Juliet.
Taxi to apron via Zulu Juliet. Chautauqua 45908.
Did that guy not make it off?
Spirit Wings 414 request taxi runway 27 right.
Okay, you're ready to go. You're pulling out. American 2328, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground. 27 right pushback approved. American 2328.
American 2173 Heavy, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff. American 217 Heavy.
Air Shuttle 6383, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right, line up and wait.
it's you
Air
two.
Shuttle 6383.
Who are you? Lufthansa Cargo 246 Heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. Lufthansa Cargo 246 Heavy.
Alaska 370, contact departure. Thought they'd be far enough
Contact
apart, but I
departure.
guess not.
Good morning. Alaska 370.
Okay.
Philadelphia ground.
who's-
Piedmont 4700 request pushback.
Piedmont 4700, pushback approved, expect runway 17.
Ground. 17 pushback approved. Piedmont 4700.
Delta 5376 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved. Delta 5376 heavy.
Philadelphia ground. Envoy 3769 request taxi runway 27 right.
Envoy 3769er, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Envoy 3769er.
Envoy 3769er, cross runway 35.
Crossing runway 35. Envoy 3769er.
Alaska 5561, cross runway 35. American 5561, cross runway 35.
Crossing runway 35. American 5561.
Philadelphia ground. Brickyard 4475 request taxi runway 27 right.
Brickyard 4475, continue taxi.
Philadelphia ground. Speedbird 372 heavy request pushback.
Continue taxi. Brickyard 4475.
Speedbird 372 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground. 27 right pushback approved. Speedbird 372 heavy.
Spirit Wings 414, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Spirit Wings 414.
Please don't
Philadelphia
crash,
ground.
thank you.
American 2328 request taxi runway 27 right.
American 63, no wait.
Philadelphia ground. American 632
Yes.
Heavy request taxi runway 27 right.
American 632 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. American 632 Heavy.
Air Shuttle 6383, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff. Air Shuttle 6383.
Frontier Flight 2086, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right line up and wait. Frontier Flight 2086.
Sun Country 271, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left cleared to land. Sun Country 271.
American 2173 Heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. American 217 heavy. Philadelphia ground.
Heck with
American
you.
3358 heavy request pushback.
American
Philadelphia
who?
ground. Piedmont 4700 request taxi runway 17.
Philadelphia Tower.
You.
American 3688 inbound runway 27 left.
American 3358 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground. 27 right pushback approved. American 3358 heavy.
American 4176, taxi to apron via Juliet.
Taxi to apron via Juliet, American 4176.
Southwest 1666, taxi to apron via Juliet.
Taxi to apron via Juliet, Southwest 1666.
UPS 1188 Heavy, taxi to apron via Sierra Yankee.
Taxi to apron via Sierra Yankee, UPS 1188 Heavy.
Okay.
Philadelphia ground, Delta 5376 heavy request taxi runway 27 right.
Delta 5376 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Delta 5376 heavy.
Delta 5376 Heavy, cross runway 17.
Crossing runway 17, Delta 5376 heavy.
Frontier Flight 2086, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff. Frontier Flight 2086.
Piedmont 4700, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Piedmont 4700.
Brickyard 4475, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Brickyard 4475.
SkyWest 3756, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, SkyWest 3756.
Philadelphia Tower, Alaska 494 inbound runway 27 left.
American 3688, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left cleared to land. American 3688.
Alaska 494, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left cleared to land, Alaska 494.
United 5118, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff, United 5118.
Air Shuttle 6383, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning, Air Shuttle 6383.
Frontier Flight 2086, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning, Frontier Flight 2086.
Philadelphia ground, Brickyard 4779 request pushback. Philadelphia ground, American 3358 heavy request taxi runway 27 right.
American 3358 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, American 3358 heavy.
Spirit Wings 414, continue taxi.
Continue taxi,
Oh,
American
shut up.
3358 heavy.
Continue taxi. Spirit Wings 414.
Philadelphia ground, Speedbird 372 heavy request taxi runway 27 right.
Brickyard 4779er, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved. Brickyard 4779er.
Oh, shoot. UPS 1188 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, UPS
Yeah, we should be
1188
good.
heavy.
Okay, that one's on the way. Whoa, where's my mouse? American 5561, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right line up and wait, American 5561.
Piedmont 4700, runway 17, line up and wait.
Runway 17 line up and wait, Piedmont 4700.
Okay. United 5118, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, United 5118.
Okay. Sun Country 271, taxi to apron via Zulu Juliet.
Taxi to apron via Zulu Juliet, Sun Country 271.
Speedbird 372 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Speedbird 372 heavy.
American 2328, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, American 2328.
Philadelphia ground, UPS 950 heavy request pushback.
UPS 950 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 27 left.
Ground, 27 left pushback approved. UPS 950 heavy.
American 5561, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff, American 5561.
Envoy 3769er, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right line up and wait, Envoy 3769er.
American 632 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, American 632 Heavy.
American 3688, taxi to apron via Zulu Juliet.
Taxi to apron via Zulu Juliet, American 3688.
Philadelphia Tower, United 4469er inbound runway 27 left.
United 4469er, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left cleared to land, United 4469er.
Philadelphia ground, Qatari 729er heavy request pushback.
Qatari 729er Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Philadelphia ground, JetBlue 233 request pushback.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved. Qatari 729er heavy.
American 3358 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, American 3358 heavy.
Shoot.
Philadelphia ground, Brickyard 4779er request taxi runway 27 right.
Envoy 3769er, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff. Envoy 3769er.
Delta 5376 Heavy, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right, line up and wait. Delta 5376 heavy.
JetBlue 233, pushback approved, expect at runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved.
Yep, that's what I
JetBlue
thought.
233.
Philadelphia ground,
Yeah, good
UPS
one,
9050 heavy request taxi runway 27 left.
UPS 9050 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, UPS 9050 heavy.
Piedmont 4700, runway 17, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 17 cleared for takeoff, Piedmont 4700. Philadelphia ground, Blue Streak 5231 request pushback.
Blue Streak 5231, pushback approved, expect runway 17.
Ground, 17 pushback approved, Blue Streak 5231.
American 2541 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 25 right.
Unable pushback.
American.
Ready. American 2541 heavy.
Brickyard 4779er, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Brickyard 4779er.
Philadelphia
Yep.
ground. American 2541 heavy request pushback.
Philadelphia ground, Qatari 729er heavy request taxi runway 27 right.
Qatari 729er Heavy, continue taxi. Qatari 729er Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Qatari 729er heavy.
American 2541 Heavy, continue taxi.
Unable taxi. Will advise when ready. American
Oh,
2541 heavy.
American 2541 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right. The heck am I
Ground.
doing?
27 right pushback approved.
Yeah, I'm an
American
idiot.
2541 heavy.
Delta 5376 Heavy, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff. Delta 5376 heavy.
Speedbird 372 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Speedbird 372 heavy.
American 2328, cross runway 35.
Crossing runway 35, American 2328.
You. Okay, just get there. I don't need the 5-mile zoom. UPS 9050 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, UPS 9050 heavy.
Alaska 494, taxi to apron via Juliet.
Taxi to apron via Juliet, Alaska 494.
American 5561, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. American 5561.
Envoy 3769er, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. Envoy 3769er.
Piedmont 4700, contact departure.
Contact departure, goodbye, Piedmont 4700.
Brickyard 4475, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff. Brickyard 4475.
Spirit Wings 414, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right, line up and wait. Spirit Wings 414.
Philadelphia ground. Piedmont 4690 request pushback.
Can't do
Philadelphia
anything
ground,
yet.
Blue Streak 5231 request taxi runway 17.
Blue Streak 5231, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Blue Streak 5231.
Delta 5376 Heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. Delta 5376 heavy.
Philadelphia ground, Air Shuttle 6178 request pushback.
Air Shuttle 6178, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved. Air Shuttle 6178.
American 5436, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left cleared to land. American 5436.
UPS 9050 Heavy, runway 27 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 27 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft. UPS 9050 heavy.
Okay.
Philadelphia ground. American 2541 heavy request taxi runway 27 right.
American 2541 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. American 2541 heavy.
Philadelphia ground, JetBlue 233 request taxi runway
you.
27 right.
JetBlue 233, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, JetBlue 233.
JetBlue 233, cross runway 17.
Crossing runway 17, JetBlue 2 tree.
Spirit Wings 414, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff. Spirit Wings 414.
Philadelphia ground, Brickyard 4577 request pushback.
Philadelphia Tower, American 5436 inbound runway 27 left.
Brickyard 4577, pushback approved, expect a runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved, Brickyard 4577.
Piedmont 4690, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved. Piedmont 4690.
Blue Streak 5231, runway 17, line up and wait.
Runway 17 line up and wait, Blue Streak 5231.
American 632 Heavy, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff. American 632 Heavy.
American 3358 Heavy, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right line up and wait, American 3358 heavy.
Brickyard 4779er, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Brickyard 4779er.
Qatari 729er Heavy, cross runway 35.
Crossing runway 35. Qatari 729 heavy.
UPS 905 Heavy, cleared for takeoff.
Philadelphia
Ah,
ground. Air
shit.
Shuttle 6178 request taxi runway 27
Okay,
right.
good. UPS 950 Heavy, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff. Thought
Runway
I'd left in
27
there
left
too long.
cleared
I
for
forgot I
takeoff. UPS 950
had that
heavy.
separation.
Philadelphia ground,
Ugh.
United 5547 request pushback.
Screw you. You're good. United 4469er taxi to apron via Zulu Juliet.
Taxi
Thank
to apron
you.
via Zulu Juliet, United 4469er.
United 5547, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved, United
You're
5547.
going to give me a separation error, I know it. Brickyard 4475, contact departure. Thought it would take you longer
Contact
to get around the
departure.
corner.
Good
I
morning.
delayed on you
Brickyard
because I thought there was a
4475.
plane landing. Spirit Wings 414, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. Spirit Wings 414.
Blue Streak 5231, runway 17, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 17 cleared for takeoff, Blue Streak 5231.
Philadelphia ground. Piedmont 4690 request taxi runway 27 right.
Piedmont 4690, runway 17.
Runway 17. Piedmont 4690.
Philadelphia ground, Brickyard 4577 request taxi runway 27 right.
American 632 Heavy, contact departure. Cheating the game, but
Contact
whatever.
departure. Good morning. American 632 Heavy.
UPS 950 Heavy, contact departure.
Contact
quite
departure.
make it.
Goodbye. UPS 950 heavy.
Who's ready to taxi? You are. Brickyard 4577, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Brickyard 4577.
Air Shuttle 6178, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Air Shuttle 6178.
American 3358 Heavy, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff, American 3358 heavy.
Speedbird 372 Heavy, runway 27 right, line up and wait. Big
Runway
Bird,
27 right line up and wait, Speedbird 372 heavy.
you're in pushback.
Philadelphia ground, Delta 2880 request pushback.
Delta 2880, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved, Delta 2880. Philadelphia ground, United 5547 request taxi runway 27 right.
United 5547, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, United 5547.
United 5547, cross runway 17.
Crossing runway 17, United 5547.
American 2541 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. American 2541 heavy.
Brickyard 4577, cross runway 35.
Crossing runway 35, Brickyard 4577.
Air Shuttle 6178, cross runway 35.
Crossing runway 35. Air Shuttle 6178.
Blue Streak 5231, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, Blue Streak 5231.
Speedbird 372 Heavy, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff, Speedbird 372 heavy.
JetBlue 233, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right line up and wait, JetBlue 233.
Piedmont 4690, runway 17, line up and wait.
Runway 17 line up and wait. Piedmont 4690.
Philadelphia Tower, Delta 1856 inbound runway 27 left.
Delta 1856, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left cleared to land. Delta 1856.
American 5436, taxi to apron via Juliet.
Taxi to apron via Juliet, American 5436.
Philadelphia ground, Air Wisconsin 4259er request pushback.
Air Wisconsin 4259er, pushback approved, expect runway 17.
Ground, 17 pushback approved, Air Wisconsin 4259er.
Piedmont 4690, runway 17, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 17 cleared for takeoff. Piedmont 4690.
Speedbird 372 Heavy, contact departure. Beautiful
Contact
plane.
departure, good morning, Speedbird 372 Heavy.
American 3358 Heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure, goodbye, American 3358 Heavy. Philadelphia ground, Delta 2880 request taxi runway 27 right.
Delta 2880, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Delta 2880.
Delta 2880, cross runway 17.
Crossing runway 17, Delta 2880.
Come on, Piedmont. Get airborne, get airborne, get out of my way. So
Philadelphia
many
Tower,
errors.
Blue Street 5568 inbound runway 27 left.
JetBlue 233, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff, JetBlue 233.
American 2328, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right
FBS
line
down.
up and wait, American 2328.
Blue Streak 5568, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left cleared to land, Blue Streak 5568.
Piedmont 4690, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. Piedmont 4690.
Okay, United. Ooh, that's the new livery. Nice, with the Continental on there. I don't think I paid attention to that
Philadelphia
before.
ground, Air Wisconsin 4259er request taxi runway 17.
Air Wisconsin 4259, runway 17, line up and wait.
Runway 17 line up and wait, Air Wisconsin 4259er.
That's right, buddy. American 2328, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff, American 2328.
Brickyard 4779, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right line up and wait, Brickyard 4779er. Philadelphia ground, American 2749er heavy request pushback.
American 2749er heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved, American 2749er heavy.
American 2 blah blah. JetBlue 233, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, JetBlue 233.
Okay, so I've done okay. A lot of separation errors on departures. I catch it too, I just think the planes are going to move faster than they actually are. Brickyard 4779er, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway
What
27 right cleared for
separation
takeoff,
rules?
Brickyard 4779er.
United 5547, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway
Good
27
there.
right line up and wait, United 5547.
American 2328, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, American 2328. Philadelphia ground, SkyWest 358 request pushback.
Philadelphia Tower, American 246 inbound runway 27 left.
American 246, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left cleared to land, American 246.
SkyWest 3583, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right. That was kind of a cool
Ground,
camera angle.
27 right pushback approved, SkyWest 3583.
Okay, beauty. We'll get one more out. United 5547, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff, United 5547.
Qatari 729er heavy, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right, line up and wait. Qatari 729er heavy.
Brickyard 4779er, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, Brickyard 4779er.
Okay,
Philadelphia
where's
ground,
the other
American
plane?
2749er heavy request taxi runway 27 right. Philadelphia ground, Frontier flight 1647 request pushback.
Ah, I do that and I lose my flippin' mouse. Who just Wanted it. American 2749er Heavy. Continue taxi. That's a glitch with the camera
Continue taxi.
mod.
American 2749er Heavy.
Hit my middle mouse button and my mouse goes away. Frontier Flight 1647, pushback approved. Expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved. Frontier Flight 1647.
Air Wisconsin 4259er, runway 17 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 17 cleared for takeoff. Air Wisconsin 4259er.
United 5547, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning.
Good
United
morning
Flight
indeed.
547. Philadelphia ground. SkyWest 3583 request taxi runway 27 right.
SkyWest 3583, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. SkyWest 3583.
American 2749er Heavy, cross runway 35.
Crossing runway 35. American 2749er Heavy.
SkyWest 3583, cross runway 35.
Crossing runway 35. SkyWest 3583.
Delta 1856, taxi to Delta 1856, taxi to apron via Juliet. Delta 1856, taxi to apron via Juliet. There we go.
Taxi to ramp via Juliet. Delta 1856.
Qatari 729er Heavy, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Taxi to apron via Juliet. Delta 1856.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff. Qatari 729er Heavy.
Delta 2880, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right line up and wait. Delta 2880. Philadelphia ground. Envoy 39er87 request pushback.
Envoy 39er87, pushback approved, expect at runway 27 right.
Ground. 27 right pushback approved. Envoy 39er87.
Air Wisconsin 4259er, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. Air Wisconsin 4259er. Philadelphia ground. Frontier Flight 1647 request taxi runway 27 right.
Frontier Flight 1647, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Frontier Flight 1647.
Frontier Flight 1647, cross runway 17.
Crossing runway 17. Frontier Flight 1647.
Philadelphia ground. American 1821 request pushback.
Philadelphia ground. Brickyard 4852 request pushback.
American 1821, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground. 27 right pushback approved. American 1821.
Blue Streak 5568, taxi to apron via Juliet.
Taxi to apron via Juliet. Blue Streak 5568.
Delta 2880, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff. Delta 2880.
American 2541 Heavy, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right line up and wait. American 2541 Heavy.
Philadelphia ground. Piedmont 49er27 request pushback.
Piedmont 49er27, pushback approved, expect runway 17.
Ground. 17 pushback approved. Piedmont 49er27.
Philadelphia Tower. Frontier Flight 1480 inbound runway 27 left.
Frontier Flight 1480, runway 27 left, clear to land.
Runway 27 left cleared to land. Frontier Flight 1480.
Dippy.
Philadelphia ground. Delta 4672 request pushback.
Wait on Delta and push those two
Philadelphia ground.
together.
Envoy 39er87 request taxi runway 27 right.
Envoy 39er87, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Envoy 39er87.
American 2541 Heavy, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff. American 2541 Heavy.
Envoy 39er87, cross runway 35.
Crossing runway 35. Envoy 39er87.
Brickyard 4577, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right line up and wait. Brickyard 4577.
Philadelphia ground. Blue Streak 5530 request pushback. Philadelphia ground. Spirit Wings 191 request pushback.
Delta 2880, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. Delta 2880.
Qatari 729er Heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. Qatari 729er Heavy.
Brickyard 4852, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground. 27 right pushback approved. Brickyard 4852.
Delta 4672, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground. 27 right pushback approved, Delta 4672.
Spirit Wings 191, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved, Spirit Winds 191.
Blue Streak 5530, pushback approved, expect runway 17.
Ground, 17 pushback approved, Blue Streak 5530. Philadelphia ground, Southwest 140 request pushback.
Southwest 1403, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved, Southwest 1403.
Brickyard 4577, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff, Brickyard 4577.
Air Shuttle 6178, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right, line up and wait, Air Shuttle 6178.
American 2541 Heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning, American 2541 Heavy. Philadelphia ground, American 1821 request taxi runway 27 right.
Philadelphia ground, Piedmont 4927 request taxi runway 17.
Philadelphia Tower, Lufthansa 426 Heavy inbound runway 27 left.
Lufthansa 426 Heavy, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left cleared to land, Lufthansa 426 Heavy.
Philadelphia ground, United 2319 request pushback.
Piedmont 4927, runway 17, line up and wait.
Runway 17 line up and wait, Piedmont 4927.
Air Shuttle 6178, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff, Air Shuttle 6178.
Frontier Flight 1647, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right line up and wait, Frontier Flight 1647.
American 1821, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, American 1821.
American 246, taxi to apron via Juliet.
Taxi to apron via
happens.
Juliet, American 246.
Philadelphia ground, Blue Streak 5530 request taxi runway 17.
Blue Streak 5530, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Blue Streak 5530.
Philadelphia ground, Delta 4672 request taxi runway 27 right.
Philadelphia Tower, American 2627 inbound runway 27 left.
American 2627, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left cleared to land, American 2627.
Brickyard 4577, contact departure.
Contact departure, goodbye, Brickyard 4577.
Frontier Flight 1647, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff, Frontier Flight 1647.
SkyWest 3583, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right line up and wait, SkyWest 3583.
Blue Streak 5568, hold position.
Holding, Blue Streak 5568. Philadelphia ground, Brickyard 4852 request taxi runway 27 right.
Philadelphia ground, Spirit Winds 191 request taxi runway 27 right. Philadelphia ground, Southwest 1403 request taxi runway 27 right.
Shoot. Piedmont 4927, runway 17, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 17 cleared for takeoff, Piedmont 4927.
Blue Streak 5530, runway 17, line up and wait.
Runway 17 line up and wait, Blue Streak 5530.
Southwest 1403, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Southwest 1403.
Southwest 1403, cross runway 17.
Crossing runway 17, Southwest 1403.
United 2319er, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved, United 2319.
Spirit Wings 191, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Spirit Winds 191.
Delta 4672, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Delta 4672.
SkyWest 3583, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right cleared for takeoff, SkyWest 3583.
Brickyard 4852, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Brickyard 4852.
American 1821, cross runway 35.
Crossing runway 35, American 1821.
American 2749er Heavy, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right, line up and wait. American 2749er Heavy.
Spirit Wings 191, cross runway 35.
Crossing runway 35. Spirit Wings 191.
Delta 4672, cross runway 35.
Crossing runway 35. Delta 4672.
Brickyard 4852, cross runway 35.
Crossing runway 35. Brickyard 4852.
Piedmont 49er27, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. Piedmont 49er27.
Air Shuttle 6178, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. Air Shuttle 6178.
Frontier Flight 1647, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. Frontier Flight 1647.
American 2749er Heavy, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff. American 2749er Heavy.
SkyWest 3583, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. SkyWest 3583.
Frontier Flight 1480, taxi to apron via Juliet.
Taxi to apron via Juliet. Frontier Flight 1480.
Lufthansa 426 Heavy, taxi to apron via Juliet.
Taxi to apron via Juliet. Lufthansa 426 Heavy.
Envoy 3987, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right, line up and wait. Envoy 3987.
Blue Streak 5530, runway 17, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 17 cleared for takeoff. Blue Streak 5530.
Blue Streak 5568, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Blue Streak 5568.
American 2749er, contact departure.
Say again. American 2749er Heavy.
American 2749er Heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. American 2749er Heavy.
Good morning, by Joe.
Philadelphia ground. United 2319er request taxi runway 27 right.
United 2319er, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. United 2319er.
United 2319er, cross runway 17.
Crossing runway 17. United 2319er.
Envoy 3987, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff. Envoy 3987.
Southwest 1403, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right, line up and wait. Southwest 1403.
That was way closer than I thought. I thought that guy was a little farther out. I'm not doing so hot. Blue Streak 5530, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. Blue Streak 5530.
American 2627, taxi to apron via Juliet.
Taxi to apron via Juliet. American 2627.
A copyright hit on my video. Envoy 3987, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. Envoy 3987.
Southwest 1403, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff. Caution,
Runway
wake
27 right,
turbulence.
cleared for takeoff. Southwest 1403.
American 1821, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right, line up and wait. American 1821.
Okay, looks like I'm done on inbounds. Wow, I've actually played a whole file. It's been a while. Southwest 1403, contact departure. Throat's a little
Contact
sore though.
departure. Goodbye. Southwest 1403.
American 1821, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff. American 1821.
Spirit Wings 191, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right, line up and wait. Spirit Wings 191.
Alright, well, while that's happening, let's take this apart. I had originally planned to send a bunch up hotel, but I figured if I could get them across Kilo, I could get them off the ground a little faster, and overall it worked out. I was a little worried about this mix-up here, but it seems like overall, with the mod, the planes are paying better attention, and they're alternating based on their wing preference. Like this one is playing slightly ahead of the American back here, so the United will go ahead of Brickyard, which is perfectly fine and what I would like. Otherwise, everything went pretty well. Most of the mess-ups were on my part around these three runways, of course, all of them. But mostly it was the planes disappearing from my D-Bright faster than they're showing up on ADIRS, which is fine, that's normal. They drop below a certain altitude, they're not going to stay there. It was just that I couldn't keep track of exactly where they were, and so I cleared this guy thinking this plane would be a little faster and on the ground and yada, yada, yada. Spirit Wings 191, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff. Spirit Wings 191.
Delta 4672, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right, line up and wait. Delta 4672.
American 1821, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning, American 1821.
So as Eli Grim said in kind of the preface, you really have to keep these planes pushing out of the gates, otherwise the arrivals will block them up. I had a few where I was delayed, and overall I just told the arrivals to hold. I think I did an okay job on that because none of the arrivals really held all that long, and none of my departures were sitting at the gates all that long once they kind of called in. So overall, I think there was two busy peaks where I had a few planes sitting around waiting as I was stacking things and moving them. But I think I did a pretty good job managing it all this time and keeping track of it. Delta 4672, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff. Delta 4672.
United 2319er, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right, line up and wait. United 2319.
So I bounced around a fair amount, pushing a couple of these planes, waiting for an arrival to come in before I took off on 17, crossing planes on the runway. I think I managed all of that fairly well. Again, I didn't pay enough attention to how long the planes were going to be off the radar, coming in slowly, and that's where I kind of departed this plane thinking they'd get airborne faster and turn out of the way, and these other planes would come in faster, or the plane here would be taking off faster, and that just didn't work out, and that's fine. That's totally on me. Again, I don't know all of my airplanes and landing speeds all that well. I only know a couple because I have some experience with that in other games. United 2319er, runway 27 right, line...
Runway 27 right, United 2319.
United 2319er, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff. United 2319.
Brickyard 4852, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right, line up and wait. Brickyard 4852.
Spirit Wings 191, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning, Spirit Wings 191.
Delta 4672, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning, Delta 4672.
Can I ask why my plane isn't moving here? So I found a glitch because I told him to go to 27 right. United 2319er, runway 27 right.
Runway 27 right, United 2319.
Oh, well, screw it, he's glitched. Brickyard 4852, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
Anyway,
Brickyard 4852.
those busy moments were pretty busy. I did much better once I got my head out of my butt and started moving my tags the way I normally would do it to kind of signify who's doing what. And the fact that Eli did take it much easier on me in this one. I got a bit behind in a few spots, but I was able to better keep track of things. Once I got my system, once I got my flow, I was able to move pretty good and get caught up. And because he'd baked in a couple breaks in the traffic flow, it was not as bad as LAX. I still want to go back and make my other attempts at LAX, but it was good to at least get a pseudo win under my belt. So much appreciated for the schedule. Thank you, as always, WildCard for the mod, and Eli Grim for making these awesome schedules for me to have fun with and fail at. Hopefully everybody enjoys watching them. It is a good learning experience. I think this is probably the first time where I've actually felt like I operated more in line with reality within the confines of the game. I still screwed up in a number of areas, but I think that this was a good experience to show the things that I've changed since playing the mod and the way I used to play the game. So hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. We will see you in the next one.